All righty, it's 5 p.m. I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. We'll do a quick roll call. Mr. Barton.
Here.
Mr. Freshour.
Here.
Dr. Miller. Mr. Chapman.
Here.
And Dr. Manning.
Here.
All righty, we're good to go. Everybody stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Righty. We have no delegations, so that'll move us into new business, and Ginger will start and give you the floor for bills for payment.
We did have some bills we put on there because having the meeting on the 31st did kind of push some of them out, so I didn't see anything that particularly stood out unless anyone had questions. And you will have more on the 31st meeting as well.
And I think we've looked at this before. I'll just ask while we're here. Well, I mean, that's not no big deal, but the gas bills at the elementary seem outrageous to me. Is that here and there? Or is that just the elementary by itself? I mean, I know that's a new building, but I think it was high like that last month too.
Yeah, and the high school has two different bills. That's another thing that makes it look so ridiculous.
Okay.
That other one is not on here. It's
Okay.
on a different cycle.
Okay.
And it's usually like $1,500.
I make a motion to approve the bills for payment as presented. Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the bills for payment as presented. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. All righty, we're on to Ginger again for schedule of proposed levy rates.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, this is a requirement of state code that we do this entire process today and then again on April 15th. That's Tuesday, I believe. Where we take the assessed values that is given to us by the assessor and we actually compile the document that should have been in your based on the levy rates that are set by the legislature. So we don't set the rates, we don't set the dollar amounts, but for some reason we have to vote on putting all of that on a spreadsheet that says proposed levy rates. So that's what should be in front of you. That shows a total assessed value of a little over 423 million in all the classes, which projects us in our regular levy to be about 2.5 million in taxes, and then in the excess levy, a little over $1 million.
So do we do it now and then again in the next meeting as well?
So,
Yes, you have to approve the proposed.
Okay.
Then we wait and
And I have language here to
to
read.
Myra and goes in the paper. It also goes to the state auditor's office for approval.
Okay.
Then make sure we did it correctly. Then they'll send us back approval, then we finalize it.
All right.
They call it lay the levy. That's what we do on that Tuesday.
and that this portion of the meeting remains recessed. So when we recess the meeting,
It remains open until we recess.
well,
Okay. I make a motion to approve the schedule of proposed levy rates in accordance with West Virginia Code 11-20-36 to the state auditor and the State Board of Education as published. The schedule of proposed levy rates is Class 2-O legal advertisement in compliance with the provisions of West Virginia Code 59-3-1. Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the schedule of proposed levy rates in accordance with West Virginia Department of Education Policy 11-20-36 to the state auditor of the State Board of Education and to publish the schedule of the proposed levy rates as a Class 2-0 legal advertisement in compliance with the provisions of West Virginia Code 59-3-1. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. All right. That'll take us out of new business and move us into personnel. Dr. Manning.
personnel, we've got an extracurricular hire here. We've We did get an applicant for the head Mini Titan boys track and head Mini Titan girls track. This was one we hadn't had an applicant on, but we surveyed the students, and I believe there was 18 that signed up. So recommend William Frederick, head Mini Titan boys track coach, and William Frederick, head Mini Titan girls track coach.
Make a motion to approve the extracurricular portion of the personnel agenda as recommended by the superintendent.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the extracurricular portion of the personnel agenda as recommended by the superintendent. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Any abstain, motion carries. All right, 1, 2. Yep. All right, so we need to recess for 5 minutes, Lisa, to get you ready.
I'll make a motion for a 5-minute recess.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded. We recess for 5 minutes. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? We're recessed for 5 minutes.
It's kind of standard practice for
Let's
us.
see.
Somebody have to.
Rise from recess.
So moved.
Second.
All right, it's been properly moved and seconded. We rise from our recess. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All righty. We are now to agenda item E, expulsion hearing. And at this time, do I have a motion to go into executive session to conduct a student expulsion hearing?
So moved.
Second.
All right, it's been properly moved and seconded. We go into executive session to conduct a student expulsion hearing. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
my fault.
I make a motion to arise from executive session.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved in second. We rise from executive session. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All righty. Now, Dr. Manning, can you present the superintendent's recommendation?
I make the recommendation that student E006, based on the evidence, be placed in the day ALC program at Gilmer County Schools Board Office if space is available for no more than 2 consecutive semesters. I also recommend that the students have a review each 9 weeks, and the review include attendance, behavior, and grades. And if the student is successful, the superintendent may lessen the expulsion duration. If the student continues to have disruptive behavior in ALC, I recommend the placement be changed to an after-school ALC or homebound placement.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to accept the superintendent's recommendation for the student expulsion number E006. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. All righty. Now do I have a motion to recess this meeting until the third Tuesday in April the 15th, 2025?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Second.
All right. It's been properly moved and seconded to recess this meeting until the third Tuesday in April, which is April the 15th, 2025. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I just have one more thing real quick I forgot to tell you. Last week or last meeting,